Okay, problem number 7. This is a quadratic function. The first thing I want to talk about, it's not a question on here, but a quadratic always has a parabola shaped. If your a number, the number right here is positive, you're going to have an upward facing parabola. If the a number would have been negative, we would have had a downward facing parabola. To find the x-intercepts, you want to know when the y value is going to be 0. So you solve this equation. There are 3 ways to solve this. One is factoring, one is completing the square, one is quadratic formula. Any way of solving this equation will work. You'll usually find that we put factoring ones in here just so that the solving of it isn't so tricky. I think we can factor this. Let's see, we need two numbers that multiply to be negative 14 and add to be negative 5. I think negative 7 and positive 2 work. Then we can use the zero product rule. We know that one of these two pieces has to be 0 in order to make this whole thing be 0. So what would make this piece be 0? 7. What would make this piece be 0? Negative 2. So those are the two values that have a y-coordinate of 0. Therefore, this is where we are going to cross the x-axis, your x-intercepts. To find the y-intercept, you want to know when the x-coordinate will be 0. So you just plug 0 in for your x's. Let's see, we've got 0 minus 0 minus 14. Oops, that's a 4. So at y equals negative 14, that's where you're going to cross the y-axis. That's when the x-coordinate is 0. The vertex. To find the x-coordinate of the vertex, you use the formula negative b over 2a. And you can find, here's your a number, 1. Here's your b number, negative 5. Here's your c number. We're not asked for that. So in this case, my x-coordinate, negative b, that'd be the negative of negative 5, so that's positive 5, over 2 times the a number. Our a number is 1, so just 2. So that's 2.5. The x-coordinate of our vertex is 2.5. Once you have the x-coordinate, you can just use your equation to get the y-coordinate. So we're just going to sub in our x-coordinate for x. So 2.5 squared minus 5 times 2.5 minus 14. That's a times sign right there. So now I just plug that into my calculator. And I come out with a y value of negative 20.25. So my vertex is at an x-coordinate of 2.5, y-coordinate of 20.25. That's where my vertex is. So if I were drawing a picture of this, I would know that I'm going to cross the x-axis at 7 and negative 2. I'm going to have a y-intercept at negative 14. And a vertex at, let's see, 2.5. So right there, and negative 20.25. So I know that my parabola is going to have a shape like that. Good to review this. We haven't done this in a while, so make sure that you review this section.